Hey all, Prepper for the Ages coming at you again from my living room. I want to talk to you today a little bit about if your loved one goes into the hospital. If your loved one goes into the hospital, I know it's a chaotic time, it's a trying time, it's a lot is said over a little bit amount of time, and about 2 days later, you don't remember who said what when. And it's something in the heat of the moment that it's things are obvious in the heat of the moment. You can remember in the heat of the moment, and then the moment passes and you don't remember. So let me tell you about the magic of keeping a notebook in the car. So when your loved one goes in, I don't care if they're aged or differently abled, or if it's a fully able person, you need to make sure that they have a co-pilot. They have someone with them pretty much all the time, especially when doctors come in or nurses come in or they talk and decisions are being made. So whoever goes in, I would advise just keep a pen and paper or pencil and paper in your car so that when you go to the hospital, just go grab, if it's the center console or if it's the back seat, just grab the pen and paper and bring it in. And whoever comes in, and whether it's a diagnosis or an evaluation or whatever, it's just put in, they're more than happy to give you their name and, and contact information. And then whatever they determine or whatever they say that's of importance, write it down, even if it's bullet points, even if it's a few words. Oh, you should be seen by this doctor, we'll write you back, and times, put in times, put in dates. And doctors and people in hospitals, they love you when you go in when you go write things down. They encourage it. They want to make sure you get all the information, you keep all the information, and that you're not back to asking the same questions over and over again. So yeah, when they go in, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do an MRI, we're going to do a CAT scan, we're going to CAT scan, okay, what's the result? Oh, what are they looking for? What's the result? This person recommended it, this person saw that, it's basically what came of it, what do they recommend, what's the physical therapy, or what's the medication, or the medication change, what is the medication, how much, and when. And even when you get out of the hospital, when they get out of the hospital, you go, okay, there's a list of medications that he or she needs. Okay, they must have given some of these medications while this person was in the hospital. When did they have this medication last? When did they have that medication last? Because as they're coming out of the hospital, you don't want to double dose them with their medication that a nurse just gave them. So yeah, little things like that. And even when you're reviewing, I mean, it's interesting if it's a one-day stay, if it's an emergency, a one-day stay, a multi-day stay, people will invariably ask you questions. Well, what did the doctor say? And you're like, okay, well, I can remember this piece and that piece, but if you have the notebook, you can generally go down and say they discussed X, Y, and Z, and there were all these options, and we took the pros and cons of each, and we made the decision, instead of going, doctor says pills. So yeah, this is important. Be the buddy, be the champion, be the buddy. Don't let anybody go into the hospital on their own, and make sure that you're there, and because it's a whirlwind for them, and yeah, they don't have the benefit of going to their car and getting a pen and paper, and it's something that is very helpful, and especially in the long run. Or weeks later, okay, well, when somebody has a question, or somebody said, well, what doctor said that? You won't be able to tell. This several weeks later. It was Dr. Bob. Yeah. So write it down, because if you write it down, you'll always know. And yeah, that's how to go and be somebody's emergency room buddy or doctor buddy or whatnot. And it's not just for the hospital. If you have to go in for an appointment, just go and let the person evaluate one-on-one with the patient or with your friend and whatnot, and just sit back in the corner and just write things down. And it's okay. The doctors encourage that. The doctors like that. And it's something that they wish that people did more. Okay. All right. I hope this helps. All right. Prepper for the Ages signing out for now.